Guys, happy Friday, happy first Friday of 2017. How exciting. Mainly because it's now the weekend, and if you're anything like me, going back to work has been a bit of a shock because firstly I've had to get dressed, secondly I can't have Prosecco for breakfast, and thirdly it means I've actually got to go up and do something. But it's been great. But anyway, I'm back with you guys and I'm starting today a brand new series, and it is the Learn with Lisa Beauty Basics series. Now the reason I'm going to do this is because on Snapchat every single Monday I do a Learn with Lisa, I can say it then, it's my name, Learn with Lisa question and answer session. So I ask everyone on my Snapchat to ask me any beauty questions that they want, and then I answer them all. Now what's become apparent through doing this is that there are so many beauty questions out there that I kind of take the answers for granted for, really, because, you know, obviously in my job I'd like to think I know what I'm doing, but there's so many basic things that people really still want to know how to do and how to achieve. So that's what I'm gonna do. And if there's anything that you guys want to know, then comment below because I'll try and do a video on it. But yeah, this is all about the basics. So things like how to do your brows, how to apply false eyelashes, how to contour, how to conceal for dark circles, how to conceal for blemishes, you know, all those things that we want to know, where to put your blusher, etc, etc. So anything you want to know, let me know. But make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, because this is going to be a full-on year of beauty videos. But on Tuesday, I'll still be doing my kind of vlog style videos as well. So I'm going to begin the beauty basics with something that I'm very passionate about. I kind of nearly combined the two words there. It's brows. That's right, eyebrows. I love eyebrows. Like, I love them. I think they make such a difference to your face. They are like an instant eye lift. They make you look younger, they make you look more awake. They were like my secret weapon over the Christmas period where I was so tired, mainly from partying the whole time. So having my eyebrows filled in correctly was really, really important. Now, I am also gonna try and get some models, i.e. friends, in throughout the year too, to show you how to do things on different people with different dilemmas, because I think that's really important too. But for today, for the brows, I'm going to show you how to get the perfect brow shape for you. And this is actually something that I learned at Benefit, because Benefit are the brow authorities. They have been waxing and styling brows for over 40 years now. So a long time, and I've learned everything I know about eyebrows from them. So I'm going to show you how to brow map. And this is going to, like I say, create the perfect shape brow for your face, whatever type of eyebrow that you have. This is where they should start, arch and end. So if you follow this technique, it's really going to help you to get those perfect brows. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give my brows a little bit of a tweeze, and I'm going to show you how to tweeze properly. I highly recommend visiting your local brow bar to get your brows waxed and tinted every 4 to 6 weeks, depending on how quickly they grow, because the brow experts know what they're doing. I mean, I don't know many people that would cut their own hair. I know some people. I'm not going to name any names, Auntie Deb. But with your eyebrows, if you take one wrong hair, it's all over, people. So tweezing them in between is okay, but get them waxed and tinted every 4 to 6 weeks. Oh, and the reason we get them tinted is to make them look thicker and fuller. I even tint my eyebrows and they're really dark. It makes such a difference. And if you've got light brows, oh my God, tinting will like change your life. So first thing you're gonna need is some tweezers. The biggest mistake I see people making when they're tweezing is actually when I'm going to wax someone's brows, because I see all those little tiny black dots that people get. Now, a lot of the time that is because you've got ingrown hairs, or that you've broken the hair but instead of pulling it from the root, and that's got a lot to do with the way that you tweeze. So the key is to get really sharp tweezers. These are by Tweezerman, and they're actually my favourite because they have a sharpening lifetime guarantee, so you can actually get them sent off and sharpened when they're blunt, and they are really, really good. What you want to be doing is holding them this way, not this way, not like this way, because we're going to be sliding the hair away, okay? So sliding it when you're pulling it out, not pulling it out like that, because that's going to break it. You watch here, I'm literally going to grab the hair and then slide it out. Grab and slide. And you can see, I mean, I don't know if you can see, it's a bit gross, but you can see the actual root of it coming out as well. So grab and then slide it out. And if you need to pull the skin taut, I'm actually holding a mirror here so I can see what I'm doing, but if you need to pull the skin taut when you're doing this, then you can do that as well, and it's going to be less painful. I am a wimp, so trust me, this is the most pain-free way to tweeze your eyebrows. But remember what I said, do not touch the shape, just get those stray hairs from below or above, but do not touch the shape, leave that to your brow expert. Okay, so my brows are now tweezed, which is good, and now it's time to map your brows, and this is where the magic happens. All you need for this is your brow pencil and also a makeup brush. Right, here we go, people. The first thing that you do is you grab your makeup brush and you hold it from the little dent in your nose there straight up, okay, so straight up, so looking straight ahead into the mirror. And then you're going to do a little mark, so mark there. I'm going to exaggerate my marks so you can see them. Then you're going to start in the same place and you're going to look straight ahead, and you're just going to go straight through the eye, so straight through the centre of the eye, and then you're going to mark there, and that is where your brow should arch. Then to end them, guess what? You're starting in exactly the same place, but you're going from the corner of the eye like this, and then you're going to mark there, and that's where your brows should end. Okay, now what you'll notice is that my brows kind of start in the right place there, so that's good. If your brows start in the right place, your nose will look slimmer instantly. Again, the arch is kind of in the right place there too. Now, if your brows arch in the right place, your eyes are going to look more open, it's going to be like an instant eye lift, and it's going to make you look younger. And if they end in the right place, which actually as we get older we tend to lose the tail of the brow, but if they end in the right place, they're going to lift your cheekbones. So it's kind of a bit like contouring, but just by using your eyebrows instead of using like 10 or 20 different products to get the effect. So that's why they're so important. Now we've done one, but we are going to map the other one, because let's not forget they are sisters, not twins. So hardly anyone's eyebrows are identical, but by mapping them, you are going to be able to get them as perfect as possible. So let's map that side. Okay, both brows are mapped, and I'm looking a little bit crazy because I got these lines, but don't panic. Not going to be a new trend, although you never know, it could be. But this is actually just to guide us, to show us where to fill in our brows, which is what we are going to do next. So I'm taking my brow pencil again, and actually for this I'm going to use two brow pencils, because I like to use a lighter shade at the front and then a darker shade at the for the rest of the brow, just so I get a really natural finish. And if you want me to, through the series, show you different types of brows, i.e. natural brows, bold brows, feathered brows, then comment below and let me know, because I will do that as well within this series. So I'm using precisely my brow pencil in number 2 and precisely my brow pencil in number 5. Ooh. What was that? No idea. I mean, look like I'm at a rave. So the great thing is now I've got my marks, so I know where to go. So I'm taking number 5 to start with, and I'm just going to zoom in a little bit so that you can get closer. Under the brows to start with, I always start under, but I'm not going to do too much of this number 5 here at the front, because that is where I'm going to put the number 2 in a minute. All the way under the brow, and then I'm going to lengthen them, because as I can see from the mark, they are too short, so lengthen them. Then again, I'm going to go with a number 2 at this top bit here, because I don't want them to look stuck on, but I am going to draw a line on top too, to the mark. So that's where they should arch, and then go down. Again, just to where the brow should end. So we've now created our shape, and now we're going to fill them in. So I'm just going to do these little tiny hair-like strokes throughout the brow, just to fill them in, like this. Then I'm turning my pencil over, because I've got this little brush on the end. I'm just going to brush through to soften the product. And then I'm taking my lighter shade, so the number 2 in precisely, which seems quite crazy because I'm a number 5 normally, but honestly I think it works. And I'm just going to take that to the front of the brow, like I said I was going to, and I'm going to draw some little strokes up to where my brow should start. using that mark as a guide. Then I'm going to use my brush again just to blend it all together. And now I'm going to remove the crazy marks with a cotton bud. So just remove those marks like this. So this is the one that's not done, and this is the one that is done, and you can see that I've defined the shape a lot more. It looks much better than this one. Well, I think so anyway. Next up is an absolute fave, the Gimme Brow. I'm just trying out things with these cutaways. It's not really working. Maybe I should just give up and give you a little wiggle instead. The great thing about Gimme Brow is that it mimics the appearance of real hair. It's got little fibres in it which literally add volume to your brow. And even though I've got quite thick brows, I want to add more volume because I'm a bit greedy like this. It's got a tiny little wand and I'm using number 5 in it. So if you are in any of the Benefit Brow products, a 1 or a 2, you would use the number 1 Gimme Brow. If you are a 3 or a 4, you'd use the number 3 Gimme Brow. And if you are a 5 or a 6, you would use the number 5 Gimme Brow. It's that easy. So go away from the hair to start with because we want to coat the entire hair so that we're making the most of the product. And then go back with the brow like that to put it in place. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take another one of my absolute favourite products, and this is a favourite of mine because I've got quite long brow hair and they always end up like hanging down, and this is Ready Set Brow. I've learnt my lesson. I'm just going to keep that one still like that. And this is a brow gel that's literally going to keep your brow hair in place all day long, and it is waterproof as well. So through the brow just to set them all in place. And that's my brow done. I mean, look at the difference there. I mean, obviously the marks don't really help you see the difference, but what I am going to do is to just, ow, burnt myself at Christmas. I can't open anything, it's really hard. And what I am going to do is I'm just going to take some concealer now and just pat that around the brow, like so, and then just blend that in, because actually that's then going to make them pop even more, and it just tidies up any little bit of mess I've made. And that is a lovely looking brow, even if I say so myself, especially compared to this little weakling over this side. So now I'm just going to even this one out so that it matches this one as much as possible. And there we have it. My brows are complete, and it makes such a difference when you've got your brows done, like I said. So that is my first video in my Beauty Basics series. Hashtag Learn with Lisa. My eyebrows are so expressionate. Is that the word? Look. I can't do that thing where you raise one. Hold on. I'm doing it? Kind of doing it. Kind of. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this Beauty Basics video because there's more to come. The other one I was thinking that I'm going to do definitely is how to do a eyeliner flick and how to apply eyeliner, because I get asked that all the time. But don't forget to ask below if there's anything specific that you guys want to see. But for now, have a lovely weekend and I'll see you next week, guys. Bye!